What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Arrow Season 5, Episode 11, Second Chances. There will be spoilers and we're going to go over some Easter egg references, which I don't normally do. So it turns out Tina Boland, who we've seen in the kind of teaser at the end of the episode, gained her kind of canary scream from the particle accelerator explosion when it went off. She was obviously screaming, and Sonus, who's the kind of villain, also gained a kind of power which is kind of similar to hers. So throughout the episode they're looking for a new Black Canary, but of course no one is good enough. But Oliver wants to be good of Laurel's last words, saying don't let me be the last person to wear the suit. So it's interesting them looking for a new Black Canary, but at the same time it seemed like no one was going to be good enough. But obviously us, the viewers, we knew who was going to become this based on the kind of clip from last week's episode, the Who Are You episode. So we get some pretty cool looks at Talia al Ghul, which is really interesting, and we'll go into that in a little bit. And then we find out that John Diggle's chance of getting out of prison isn't looking likely, seeing as all the evidence has been squashed. So we have to get our girl Felicity to try and hack the NSA, which is going to be quite interesting, which will lead on to a lot of information in later episodes. So it turns out that Oliver has Yao Fei's kind of outfit, who Talia al Ghul trains, so that's interesting. So now we know that Talia al Ghul trained Oliver, Prometheus and Yao Fei. Who else did she train? So Talia lays out for him his mission, telling him that he has to embrace the monster inside of him instead of running. We also find out that Talia looks really young, so it's a cheeky wink at the Lazarus Pit, cheeky wink at her family without actually her saying that. And also we get a cool look at the season 1 suit that Talia gives Oliver, which is kind of interesting. These flashbacks are really good this episode. So we find out that the reason that Tina's been moving all over the place is to find the person who she's after. So Big Belly Burger from The Flash appears in this episode, which is kind of cool. And also we have a little Flash crossover when Oliver is trying to get information on Tina, and he gives it to Oliver after he proves who he is. So the Talia parts of this episode are really interesting, as Talia is key to finding out who Prometheus is. She's also key to Oliver taking down Kovar. She's going to help Oliver. But what is it that she wants in return? She's going to want something in return that hasn't come up yet. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen over the next few episodes. Comment down below what you guys thought of the episode. I'm really liking this Tina character. She appears pretty cool to me. So Sonus is actually straight from the comic books. He was created by Andrew Kreisberg and appeared in the Green Arrow and Black Canary issue 15. His powers kind of like a sonical, kind of puts you into a weird trance. I can't explain it, but he kind of puts you into a weird trance where you kind of, it looks like you're tripping. So I really love it when this show introduces characters from the comic book, seeing it is a comic book show. And obviously he got his powers at the same point when Tina got her potential canary cry, which is really interesting how they can just pull someone from the kind of comics. And it's interesting that the executive producer, Andrew Kreisberg, actually created him. I love it when this kind of stuff comes together. So Felicity fails to hack the NSA, but she gets a contact that hacks into her and says that this person says that they've got information regarding to help him get free of John Diggle. So this contact mentions that she's an activist from an organization called Helix, and essentially she is motivated by Felicity, which is kind of cute in ways. If you don't know who Helix what it is, it's from the comics. Helix was a super kind of villain group led by Dr. Benjamin. The members were 6 mutated children who have been experimented on, then kidnapped. They grew up to be rather bizarre kind of cast of people. So I presume this will lead to Felicity going down a dark path of hacking, seeing as she didn't just give her information to get John Digger out of prison. There was a lot of information about dodgy companies, corrupt companies. So I really did like the dark Felicity, the emo kind of Felicity. I'll try and find a picture if I can. So if you can see Pandora files, so she's going to find out a lot of information that she couldn't see. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this storyline is going with Felicity, as she needs a strong storyline. So in the end, they defeat Sonus, and Tina decides to kill Sonus rather than kind of let him have justice and like let him serve prison time. Kind of like, she reminds me of Oliver from season 1 when he was ruthless. So I think the episode was called Second Chance, so they're going to try and give her a second chance. Oliver's going to try and mentor her, as he still feels like he's failed with himself to save the city, because it was Talia al Ghul who told him he needs to control the monster. So she said, the list is here, you need to do your father's mission, I will help you, I will train you. But my question to the viewers, comment down below why, and do you really like, I really love the kind of costume from season 1 going back to the vintage Arrow days. This episode for me was amazing. It really was a fantastic episode. So then we get to the final reveal. As I said in the theory video, Tina wasn't her real name, it was Dinah Drake. And this is where the controversy is caused. So let me kind of explain things to you. So Dinah Drake was the Golden Age Black Canary, so she was the first Canary. Then they made Dinah Drake's daughter, Laurel Lance, the Black Canary. So obviously we've seen Laurel Lance's mum in the show. So obviously this has angered a lot of people. So right, let's break this down. So Dinah Drake first appeared in the 1947 Flash Comics issue 87 and was mainly a sidekick until the Golden Age revival reveal of DC Comics in the 1960s. Starting in the 60s, she was a resident of Earth 2 and a member of the Justice Society of America, and was married to a Gotham police detective named Laurel Lance. The New 52 established the Black Canary as Diana Laurel Drake Lance, who can be seen today in both Green Arrow, Batgirl and Birds of Prey series. Because of the shared full name, the version of the character is mostly commonly associated with the Green Arrow. So I can see why Arrow fans are really annoyed, because they're saying that they've disrespected kind of the actor that played Laurel's mum in the show, and they've disrespected the actual Laurel Lance. But what I think are actually going on is they're just using the Dinah Drake name to have a cheeky wink saying this is a different version of Laurel Lance, Black Canary, and she's not there to replace Katie Cassidy's Laurel Lance. I mean, I'm a massive fanboy of Katie Cassidy. She's amazing. She is the Black Canary still. But there is a void that needs to be replaced. So yes, I really like the actor. I think she's a badass person. I don't agree with them calling her the Black Canary. So hopefully they just call her the Canary, or they just don't call her the Black Canary. But essentially, she has the Canary cry due to the kind of particle accelerator accident. So I'm not kind of on the side of, yes, they've got a new Black Canary, because I don't think that's right, but I've explained what's happened. Dinah Drake was the first Black Canary, so I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but I can see it causing a lot of problems with the fans. So hopefully I've explained everything, my kind of thoughts about the kind of Dinah Drake storyline. I mean, I did say that in a theory video, so yes, I was right, but obviously she's not Laurel's lost-long sister, so I was wrong in that respect. So if you are new, guys, please subscribe, as this will help the channel grow. I'm getting a lot of cool feedback, a lot of nice comments. Just the channel is going great at the moment. So please think about, or maybe subscribe if you want to. Also, the like button is awesome. If you could, if you could share this with other Arrow fans. I do videos like this all week long for Gotham, Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and kind of DC extended universe stuff, DC stuff, occasionally Marvel stuff. We do a bit of live streaming, gaming, kind of Injustice. We will be doing Injustice 2, so it's just a cool little channel about things like this. I'm Warstu. I'll catch you in another video that will be coming up later on, which will be my breakdown for next week's episode, which is the episode where they're going to Russia. I can't remember the title of it, but I believe they will be on a break after that episode, just like the Flash are. Anyway, guys, we'll catch you in another video. Peace out. Peace.